Every day, thousands of planes fly overhead, connecting people, places, and possibilities. But look a little closer, and you might notice something strange. Long, white trails lingering in the sky, far longer than you'd expect. Some say they're just condensation. Others believe it's something much more sinister. Welcome to the world of chemtrails. Let's start with the basics. Contrails, or condensation trails, are formed when hot, humid exhaust from aircraft engines mixes with the colder air at high altitudes. It's a well-understood process, similar to your breath on a cold winter's day. Most contrails fade quickly, but under the right atmospheric conditions, they can persist for hours. Scientists have studied this for decades. It's not unusual, it's physics. So where did the chemtrail theory begin? Many trace it back to the 1990s, when an unusual document appeared online, a U.S. Air Force paper titled, Weather as a Force Multiplier, Owning the Weather in 2025. It discussed hypothetical military uses of weather control. That was enough to get the theories flying. Soon, people started noticing trails that seemed to linger too long. Patterns that looked deliberate. Photos, videos, blog posts. A movement was born. Here's where it gets interesting. Weather modification isn't just science fiction. Projects like cloud seeding have been around for decades, with governments and private companies trying to manipulate rainfall. And then there's geoengineering, proposals to combat climate change by reflecting sunlight away from Earth. While most of this research is still theoretical, it's enough to fuel fears that something's already happening, without our knowledge. But why do some people believe so strongly in chemtrails, even without concrete proof? Psychologists say it comes down to pattern recognition, our brain's tendency to connect dots, even when no real connection exists. Add in mistrust of authority, and you've got a recipe for a compelling, sticky narrative. For some, it's not about science, it's about control. The idea that someone, somewhere, is pulling the strings. We spoke to atmospheric scientists, pilots, and aviation experts. Their message is consistent. There's no credible evidence that the trails in our skies are anything other than water vapor. In 2016, a peer-reviewed study surveyed 77 atmospheric scientists and geochemists. 76 said they'd found no evidence to support chemtrail claims. The one exception cited routine pollution. In other words, the science doesn't back it up. Still, some ask, what if the cover-up is just that good? After all, governments have kept secrets before: MKUltra, the Tuskegee experiments, NSA surveillance. It's not irrational to question authority. But skepticism should go both ways. Ask yourself, is the evidence strong enough to support the theory? Or is it a story we want to believe, because it makes sense of a chaotic world? Maybe the real story isn't in the sky, but on the ground. A story about fear, trust, and how information, true or false, can spread in the internet age. Are chemtrails real? Or are we just chasing shadows in the clouds? Whatever you believe, one thing's for sure, the truth is out there. But sometimes, it's hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe for more investigative content, and let us know what you think in the comments below. Are chemtrails real, or just a high-flying myth? Let me know if you want this adjusted to match A.